Hello everyone, this is Teacher May and now it's vlog number 10. For today we are going to talk about how to ace your interview and what are the things that you can do to pass your job interviews of 2020. When we apply for online jobs, of course, we should already have the idea that the basic requirements would be the internet, audio devices, laptop, and of course anything that could make the communication possible and effective even though it's on cam or off camera. Now, of course, one of the most challenging parts ng paghahanap ng jobs or pag-a-apply ng trabaho would all be about the interview. It's very challenging, nakakakaba, and nowadays it's very common to hear people na ano ba yung gagawin ko or paano ba mag-apply ng online jobs. And there are a lot of people nowadays na naghahanap ng online jobs. Sometimes it's also very difficult to figure out if you can do it, if this is the job for you, ito na ba talaga yung para sa'yo. Trust me, I've been to those lingering thoughts. I've been very nervous on the process. Before, hindi ko maisip paano ba ako mag-uumpisa kasi wala naman akong mga gamit. And at first, I don't know if it's really the suitable job for me. Kaya natatakot ako mag-invest or bumili ng mamahaling gamit kasi hindi ko alam kung magpapatuloy ako dun sa trabaho na to. Now, if you would start to this kind of career, I cannot say na ang job interview, yung mga demo classes ng mga ESL teachers, it's easy. You know, kasi of course it's not easy to pass, pero it's gonna be easier to do things around and to pass the interview, to pass the demo if you prepared enough sa lahat naman siguro ng bagay. And of course, if it's the one for you, diba? Kung para sa yung trabaho. Preparation is not about yourself, it's also about the things that you should, the things that you should have bago ka mag-umpisa din sa trabaho. So let's start. We're going to talk about how to pass your interview, how to pass your demo, what to do for you to pass. It's 100% effective. Effective sa akin to. Naging effective din ito dun sa ibang nakausap. So with no further ado, let's talk about it. Let's begin with number 1. Of course, you should start with reading the instructions carefully. And when I say carefully, dapat every detail should be read. Dapat lahat yun nabasa mo at naiintindihan mo. Of course, we don't want to be irresponsible about the things na nandoon sa instructions. Instructions could also be a very big help for you to avoid those things na hindi mo dapat gawin. And those things na akala mo gagawin mo, yung pala hindi siya kailangan para dun sa trabaho na yun. And basically, they could also be the only guide that you have at the very moment you applied for the job. Now, number 2 is to know your device. Isa pang napaka-importante nito. Prepare your device, use proper headphones, proper microphone, and I think it says it all. Knowing your device, it gives you an overlook on how your device could be effective dun sa ina-applyan mong trabaho. Let's say, for example, the interview requires you to download some software or applications, Skype, materials para dun sa trabaho na ina-applyan mo. And that it's properly working. Use wired connection. You should avoid Wi-Fi connection. Usually naman sinasabi yun beforehand. Yung mga companies, ayaw talaga nila na ang gamit natin ay wireless or yung Wi-Fi connection lang. Gusto nila naka-LAN, cabled, ayaw nila ng hotspots. So, if I were you, kung mag-a-apply ka sa kahit anong trabaho, prepare your laptop na it should be connected wired. And it's not always na halimbawa for the interview, you bought something na mahal, it's not always effective. Hindi porket mahal is okay na siya. Meron naman din na mga murang headphones, microphones, or even laptops na okay naman siya sa trabaho. Kasi ang importante lang naman dito is the connection should be effective. Yung audio mo dapat malinaw, yung video mo dapat malinaw, yung connection mo dapat walang interruptions. That's very important. No matter how expensive or how cheap yung mga device mo, of course, effective communication. Yun yung number 1 na kailangan. Yun yung number 1 na dapat paghandaan. Number 3 is to prepare your place. And when I say prepare your place, it includes a quiet background, clear background as well. You are applying for an online job. That job is done in front of your computer, in front of the camera, and anything that's not seen in the frame, any sound that's not coming from you, should not be involved dun sa interview or dun sa trabaho. Noises should not be involved. The very common noises we could hear, yung iyak ng bata, tahol ng aso, tilak ng manok, ano pa ba? Huni ng mga ibon, yun yung mga common na noises. You should do something about it. No matter how hard it is to cancel every noises na nasa paligid mo. Kagaya nun, you should do something about it. Interview is not only a conversation wherein they wanted to know something about yourself. Interview nowadays happens to test your devices as well on the spot. Like they would require you sometimes to share your screen para mapatunayan na naka-wired connection ka. Tapos bukod sa tatanungin nila kung anong device yung gamit mo, i-check din nila kung ano yung nakasaksak base dun sa share screen nga. So ganun na siya ngayon yung ibang companies. I'm not saying na all naman. So, what I personally do to solve the problem nung nag-uumpisa pa lang ako, kinulong ko yung sarili ko sa kwarto, nakasarado lahat ng bintana, yung pinto, walang tao, ako lang. Tapos, halimbawang may nanonood ng TV, kinausap ko yung mga tao sa paligid ko para at least tahimik lang. So, ang interview naman, hindi naman nagtatagal yan eh. So, it's very effective na rin na ganun. Kahit yung headset ko nun is worth like 200 pesos lang yata nung nag-uumpisa ako. Wala pa siyang noise cancelling device. And luckily, naging effective naman siya. So, well, aside from audio, proper lighting, framing, and background, sobrang important nun. Providing yourself with proper lighting na makikita yung sarili mo na very clear, hindi madilim yung background, and dapat clear yung face mo. And at least for you to be, neat tignan. And it adds professionalism na rin to you as well. Because, of course, as someone who's doing an online job interview, ang nakikita nila is of course yung nasa frame. So magpo-focus sila doon and it's very limited. Kasi nga, kung anong nasa frame, yun lang yung tinitignan nila. If ever na yung background mo, hindi mo masyadong magawa ng paraan, hindi siya ganun kaayos pa, you could provide yourself with a cloth, yung tela na puti. I recommend white. Usually white yung gusto ng mga company. Camera-wise, as well, you should not be too far from the camera. Ang standard na measurement naman na layo sa camera is yung isang dipa. Yan, yung isang dipa mo, ganoon ka dapat kalayo sa camera. And you should not be so far away. Hindi mo kailangan ipakita yung whole body mo on the interview. Mid-shot, it's okay. Tapos, if ever the web camera is too low, you can just put something na ipapatong mo yung web camera mo. If yung laptop mo mababa, try to put it on top of like a shoebox. Kasi that's how I started. Nilagay ko lang yung laptop ko sa ibaba ng shoeboxes, ng mga libro, para umangat siya. So, na-mention ko kanina na one of the things that could help you prepare your environment is to talk and orient the people around you. Pwede naman yun. Pwede mong kausapin yung parents mo, yung mga kapatid mo, if meron kang grandparents. Just, talk to the members of the family or even yung neighbor mo, kausapin mo sila na may interview ka for like around 1 o'clock. So, if ever na may plan silang magkaraoke, wag muna. Yan. Number 5, ask your interviewers some questions if you are not sure about some things. Hindi naman masama magtanong. Pwede ka naman magtanong. Don't be afraid to raise some concerns if meron kang mga concerns, or if ever super duper kabado ka, hindi mo talaga alam yung gagawin. They could even help you. Pagdating naman sa interview, when it comes to the words that you're going to use, just use the words that you're sure about. If ever na hindi ka sure masyado dun sa isasagot mo, or magte-take risk ka na gumamit ng mga new words na recently mo lang natutunan, I don't recommend you to do that. Kasi pwedeng pwede yan pagsimulan ng pagiging kabado mo, or bigla kang mag-stutter, or bigla kang ma-mental block in the middle of the interview. Just have to know your own strategy na effective sa'yo kung paano mo ma-express yung sarili mo. And basically, kagaya ng sinasabi naman ng iba, of course, you cannot give what you don't have. you cannot share what you did not really experience. So, usually sa mga tanong na tell me something about yourself or share your experience about this, just be honest about it. It's better to be honest kaysa masanay tayo na nag-iimbento ng mga hindi naman natin naranasan talaga and adding too much just to make other people impressed. So, sa mga ganong bagay, sometimes it does not help at all. Another thing that I always tell my friends when it comes to job interviews, lalo na yung mga first-timers, if ever na sobrang kabado sila tapos on the spot, syempre hindi mo masyadong on the spot, pag kinabahan ka, hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin mo, just, think na ang kausap mo is friend mo, para at least hindi ka kabahan. Just, think na you're just discussing something with a friend in a formal way, and you just need to be careful sa mga words na gagamitin, para at least, if alam mo or naka-mindset ka na ang kausap mo is friend mo, hindi ka masyadong kakabahan. Number 8 is, of course, to dress up sa interviews. It's not about when I say dressing up, it's not about being too formal na kailangan mong mag-blazer, being too formal na kailangan mo naka-suit ka or something and all. But of course, it's something that would add a look. It's something that would make you more presentable, and it's something that would make you look neat. In my case, I wear a t-shirt dun sa trabaho ko. Pero in the interview, of course, it's not appropriate. What I recommend, especially for women, is for you to wear something na collared. Avoid wearing something that shows too much of your skin. Avoid wearing something na skin tone. If ever naman na hindi mo na maisip yung i-mix and match mo dun sa outfit mo or dun sa makeup mo, blazer. Kanina mention ko, it's not about wearing blazer, pero blazer, it's something that would save you kapag hindi mo naman isusuot mo or hindi ka sure kung ano ba yung required sa company. Anything that's presentable naman. I'm not limiting your dress code to anything na too formal or not too formal. Another thing din pala for the girls is, well, this is just for me, don't put too much makeup on your face. It's something that would distract the interviewer if you're gonna be putting a lot of colors or a lot of makeup on your face. But of course, it depends na rin naman sa inyo kung saan kayo komportable, kasi to some, it boosts their confidence kapag naka-wear sila ng makeup. For me naman, to my case, it does not boost my confidence. Ayoko talaga nang nagme-makeup. Of course, but of course, I do wear something na makakapag-retouch or na makakapag-refreshen sa itsura ko just to be presentable enough. Just not to look na pagod ka. Kasi most of the time nakakapagod din yung trabaho. Pero on the job interview, hindi naman siya masyadong mahaba. So, just put something that would make you look presentable. Number 9 is to use gestures. There are also some situations na we are applying for foreign companies such as Russian companies, Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, Western. So, some hand gestures are very symbolic, which means we should be very careful when it comes to hand gestures, because some interviewers, they trying to see if you were able to express yourself other than just saying the words. So hand gestures are necessary. Hand gestures are very important to those online jobs na nagre-require ng camera, let's say for ESL teachers, for trainers, because of course they explain things. Get a friend to try to interview you. So, you can try to have like a role play with a friend para at least ma-experience mo yung actual na mangyayari sa interview mo. Iba rin kasi yung parang kausap mo lang yung sarili mo tapos nagpa-practice ka lang ng sasabihin mo. Iba yung may kausap ka talaga. So, at least pagka meron kang friend na halimbawa i-interviewin ka, it's something na makakatulong sa'yo para at least andun ka, for example, sa actual scenario. Alam mo yung mga sasabihin mo, mafe-feel mo yung konting pressure. And another thing that is very effective is to record yourself and then afterwards listen to yourself. Dun mo marirealize na, ay, mali pala yung ganitong sinabi ko. O kaya, ay, but dapat pala hindi ko binabanggit yung ganito. Or I'm really talking about too much things. Or masyado akong maraming fillers. Yan. Pag narinig mo yung sarili mo, mas makikita mo yung faults, mas makikita mo yung points for improvements. And of course, for the last one is for you to pray and ask for guidance. This is my secret for everything that I do, of course. I always do trust the Lord and let Him do everything. Let Him do the rest na hindi ko na kayang kontrolin. Kasi sometimes I really get a huge anxiety attack when it comes to job interviews, lalo na to those jobs na first time lang para sa akin. So, I get to be really nervous, I get to be really worried if papasa ba ako, or ano bang mangyayari, ano ba yung sasabihin ko, or baka yung sinabi ko hindi pala siya good enough para makapasa ako dun sa interview. So, maraming worries, basically. Kaya nga, nagbibigay ako ng tips, kaya nga may mga videos then online and some other articles about, giving people tips, lalo na dun sa mga nangangailangan ng demo performances, demo classes. If ever, masyado akong maraming worry sa buhay, I just, pinagpapasa Diyos ko na lang yung karamihan ng mga bagay. Well, pinagpapasa Diyos ko na lang lahat. Tapos, I worry less, and then, I worry less, or even, I worry no more. Kasi, syempre, knowing na if I fail, it's simply because it's not for me, or automatically, may isip ko rin na there's another plan na better kaysa dun sa hindi ko napag-ipasa. So, ganun din sa inyo. I advise you to pray and ask for guidance. Huwag masyadong mag-alala. I mean, chill. But of course, it doesn't mean na hindi mo nagagawin yung best mo. Of course, always do your best in everything that you do. Trust Him and do something. Do your best. Now, going back, if we do include our job interviews, job applications to our prayers, ibibigay naman yun kung yung trabaho na to para sa'yo. Diba? Dapat positive lang. If ever naman na hindi siya para sa'yo, at least you look on the brighter side. Pandemic has been affecting a lot of families, a lot of people. A lot of people have been looking for jobs. May mga nagbebenta online, nag-a-apply ng trabaho online. And I am inspired by these people na nagpupursige. So I hope you could find the job that is for you. I hope this video helped you in a way. And if ever you have some questions that you would want to ask, and if there's some things na hindi ko nabanggit dito na kailangan nyo ng tulong with, you can still leave your comments below or leave me message on my email. And don't worry, marami naman kaming mga nandito na willing tumulong sa inyo para at least makahanap kayo ng trabaho na para sa inyo, especially nowadays. So just stay at home. Don't stop looking for the job until you find the job that's for you. And God bless. By the way, the top that I'm wearing right now is from EFS Apparel. I hope you could visit their website. Their clothing is super duper comfortable and quality-wise, matibay, tapos maganda yung mga designs. I hope you could visit their website. And I really recommend their clothing dun sa mga isusuot nyo sa mga online jobs nyo and to your job interview. So visit their website. They also have their Instagram and Facebook accounts. I hope you could follow and like them. So thank you very much, EFS Apparel,